Good morning. We are just walking in the streets to an ATM and to like sort of what might hopefully will be the main area of Cebu. These are the streets we're walking in at the moment. Where we're actually based seems not very touristy. It's all locals and we get a lot of looks and I think it's a rarity to have tourists, but it's just weird because it's obviously a normal like dormitory that we're staying in. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a bit more touristy where we're walking to, and we're only here one more night, so shouldn't be too bad. Hello. See, they say hello quite a lot, which is friendly, but obviously I think it's because they're not used to having tourists. Bit of a jump. We've been in the shopping centre for a little bit now. We got money out at an ATM and we've just come to this place and we've got some brunch. I've got chicken and waffles and honey or syrup, and Alice has got a BLT bagel.
Yes.
With what? Onion rings on top?
I think it's onion rings, yeah. It's hard to work out the money here, like, we don't know what's expensive and what's cheap just yet.
Yeah, we're still trying to work it out. And Alice has got a mocha frappe as well.
Yeah.
We finished our brunch and it was really delicious, to be fair. This is the shopping centre we're in. It's quite fancy, especially some of the areas we're in aren't very fancy, so it sort of sticks out. Now we're just gonna look for some things to do. There's not much to do in Cebu, it's sort of just a stopping point to then move on to the islands. We're in this shopping centre and there's an M&S food in here. And they've got literally Alice's favourites, double chocolate mini rolls. Alice's favourite, but they're like 500 pesos, which is like £7 for a tub. They're only like £4 in England, so we're not going to get them. And also we don't really want to eat unhealthy. And they've got Percy pigs, but again like £4. We have just got a grab from the shopping centre to this place, which is San Pedro Fort. Oh yeah, Fort San Pedro. Yeah, we don't know much about it at the moment, so hopefully there's some information inside. And we'll bring you with us. Just come into the gallery. Doesn't actually explain what any of the photos are, so we're just looking at random photos at the moment. We're just walking around the fort and they are setting up for some sort of performance, I'm guessing, down there. So hopefully we can go and join that. We're not sure yet. There isn't much information around, so we're just sort of walking around. But it's pretty cool. Some cannons, I don't know if you can see one over there. I think this is like from the 15th century, so very old, but pretty cool. And then there's lots of like dance groups, like I don't know if it's like school clubs or just friends. Lots of people dancing around the different areas, so we've been watching them too. We've now come to this monument in Cebu. Pause to read if you'd like to know a little bit more about it. We've just bought some water because it is very hot, and yeah, we've just been walking around. Alice has just walked through that for some reason, even though it was very obvious to avoid it.
Hello, I have just spent the last hour scrubbing my feet and my shoes, and the smell mostly has come out, but I can still smell it a little bit, and I can't even describe that smell of that stuff that I trod in. But if you've ever travelled Southeast Asia, you might know the smell. Basically, whenever you walk past like sewage or like if you walk, there's a lot of kind of like dirty water around, like random like lakes, and basically it's just sewage, and there's a very distinct smell that it has that is the worst smell I've ever smelled in my whole life. It smells like a mixture of like poo, sick, rotten fish. I can't even describe it, but it makes me gag when I just walk past it in the street. Kind of like bins as well, like rubbish, like garbage. It's indescribable, and that is what I trod in. I don't even know what it was, but it was grey and black, and I don't even know if I'll put the clips in, because Joe filmed me washing my feet and my shoes, but I was gagging so much that I was nearly vomiting. Like I actually thought I was going to vomit. Dramatic. So if you don't see the clips, it's because they were so bad I'm not putting them in, and if you do see them, then I'll put a warning. Anyway, that was just awful. I'm glad we're checking out this hotel tomorrow because I feel like there's just remnants of that stuff in this room now.
so dramatic.
It's not dramatic, it's such a bad smell. I've never smelled anything like it in my life, and it lingers. I have been scrubbing my feet, scrubbing over and over again, and they still smell of this smell. I can't believe I trod on it. I thought it was floor, like, I thought it was hard floor. I did a Connor. I thought it was hard floor, and then I just fell in it. And everyone around me was laughing, which I'm glad that they got a good laugh out of it, because I was just like kind of laughing, kind of about to cry, like just in absolute horror at the smell that was coming from me.
Good evening. It is now like 10 o'clock.
Good evening.
Alice is here too. Yeah, we're back in the hotel room now. We realised we haven't videoed for a while, but it's because we had some problems where... So you know how yesterday we had to buy a ticket out of Philippines to prove we were leaving? So we booked it on Expedia and it said fully refundable. And then we cancelled it yesterday evening and it refunded it into my bank, and we were like, happy days, all sorted. And then today, luckily I was just checking my bank and it had come out again. So the payment to Malaysia Airlines had come out, but it was under like a different name. It said Malay AI. So it looked kind of dodgy, and like we were like, it wasn't us. So we...
And it come out in 2 chunks?
Yeah, it come out in like 2 separate tickets. So like 175 quid and 175 quid, whereas originally it come out as 350 quid. So I was like, oh shit, what's this about? So we contacted Expedia and they were looking into it for ages. And eventually said, oh, this is not to do with us, like we haven't taken this money, and they said Malaysia Airlines haven't either, so it's nothing to do with us, you have to contact your bank. So we were like, oh crap, like how has this happened? So anyway, so I contacted my bank and they called me, and luckily I was able to take the call because I was worried, because I've got a £0 spend card, I was worried I wouldn't be able to take the call, but luckily I was. I was on the phone to them for like 15-20 minutes. This was while we were in a restaurant, by the way, as well, sorry. It was just a nice cheap restaurant that we'd found. Again, we didn't film any of it, but yeah, so I managed to talk to Chase, my bank, and eventually they said they will dispute it with Malaysian Airlines and they will give me a refund next banking day, so Monday. So I still haven't obviously got it yet, but fingers crossed, God willing, we get it back on Monday and should be all sorted. And they cancelled my like virtual card and changed all my card details, and because Chase is quite good, it doesn't have card details on the card, I can still use the same physical card, because again that would be a bit annoying if they cancelled the whole card, because then I'd have to try and get a new one out here, which wouldn't be possible. So yeah, so happy, it's hopefully happy days, and I'll hopefully get the money back Monday. But yeah, we were just stressed about that for a couple hours, and it was while we were eating and stuff, so we just didn't film anything. Like we were so confused, like we were at one point we were like, have we been scammed by Expedia? Because the Expedia person that wasn't helping us, and we were like, did we click on a dodgy Expedia link and they've just like, it's like a scammer? But like all the emails, we like found out that they were legit, and like
we got the app and it had the details in it.
Yeah, we went on the actual Expedia app and then signed in, and it had all our details and said refunded. So it wasn't like that we'd gone through a dodgy website or anything. We still don't really know what's happened. We think Malaysia Airlines have charged us twice for some reason, but they should never have had our details because it was through Expedia. So it's a bit dodgy really. Like we want to, once we've got all our money back, we want to try and complain properly to Expedia and say like, why is our card details just being like handed out pretty much? But yeah, hopefully we get everything back Monday and it will be sorted.
Yeah, and it just felt like one thing after the other, because I just stepped in the puddle just before.
Yeah, the last footage you'll probably see is Alice stepping in a puddle. Yeah, maybe her washing and gagging.
I have to ditch the Crocs because there's no coming back from it.
Yeah, she thinks she's gonna leave her Crocs behind because they're so stinky. So yeah, it was just a one thing after another this evening. So, and then we even got locked out of our room because neither of us grabbed the key and closed the door behind us, and that's the first time we've done it like 4 months traveling. So yeah, it was just one of those evenings, but hopefully everything's sorted, except maybe Alice will have to leave the Crocs behind, but she can get some new ones, I guess. They're not that expensive, although Vietnam would have been perfect for that. But yeah, it's relatively early that we're going to bed, but just because we want to get out of Cebu. Basically, it's okay Cebu, but it's not like touristy at all. Like we get stared at everywhere we go, and like it's just not the best vibes. So we just want to get out of here, and we're going to Bowl next. There's just like a lot more things to do. There's not much to do in Cebu. It's more just because there's an airport here, it's more just a base for like a day or two, and then go out to the islands and out to like the things to do, like the waterfalls and stuff like that. So probably get up quite early. I'm gonna go to the local bus station, and it's like 3 hours, I believe. Get a bus to Mobile. We were just again getting ready for bed, and look at the size of that cockroach. This is our bed.
Oh my god.
Look at that crawling above us.
What is it with today?
Ooh,
what is going on today?
Yeah, tonight is just cursed. Look at that, there's a fat one. I'm gonna have to try and kill it.
Don't let us lose it.